be the voice of reason here, and bear with me, because this is kind of new territory, but this is a labor action, right? There's bound to be a lot of cops out there, maybe even your pal John McVeigh.
That's good, then all the more reason to go.
See, this is what I mean. Someone could see us. We need to be careful.
Well, then let's be careful.
Oh, great. That's an awesome idea. I didn't think of that. Thanks.
Enough with the blah, blah, blah. Let's go. Doc!
Lucy!
What are you doing here?
I came to see you. I didn't like the way we left things.
Oh, I didn't like the way we left things either. You know, I'd love to sit down and talk about it, but unfortunately, I'm kind of busy right now.
Why don't you introduce me to your friends first? And tell me where you're going. So, what's with the getup?
Oh, this old thing. You know, it's kind of what we wear when we need to wear something wearable.
Yes, the uniforms, you mean. A doctor, is it?
Collins, yes.
This uniform? It's the one worn by the duly deputized security guards here at Ferncliff State Institution.
Yep.
And what my taciturn co-worker is trying to say is that, well, we're just trying to take care of things.
What we have here is the population of Port Charles needing our protection from these maniacs.
Actually...
Maniacs? Is that the clinical term they're using nowadays?
My coworker is suddenly very talkative, and he's referring to our inmates. You know, they're very often
they're madder than a bag of rats.
Misunderstood by society at large. And that's why we have to go and guard this institution.
I see, except right now it doesn't seem like you're guarding much of anything.
Well, no, because we're not. And I'll tell you why. Because the conditions here are deplorable.
Right.
We are underpaid and overworked, and it is about time for change.
What we have here is a strike.
That's right. And management refuses to do anything about it. So until they do, we're walking out.
But what about the inmates? You know, the patients. I mean, you can't just leave them here, and you can't walk out with them, especially this one. You do realize this woman is a patient, don't you?
This woman is a patient?
Please don't do this.
Her name is
Please,
Lucy
please.
Coe. She was admitted for evaluation after stabbing a police officer.
I thought she worked on your shift.
But she worked on your shift.
Oh, my goodness. We almost let her walk out on our walkout.
You know what? We should probably get going to the rally, because, you know, I don't want to miss the part where they blow up the giant inflatable rat.
Here, doctor. Why don't you escort the patient back to her room?
Because I can't. I don't work here.
We don't either. In fact, we need to be leaving. We're going on...
No. Don't do it. Not so fast. We were supposed to leave together. All three of us. All three of us, or none at all. That was the deal.
Deal? What deal? Oh, Lucy, what is going on?
What's going on is she is a complete fruitcake.
Oh, okay, fine. I'll tell you what's going on. Fine. That is the notorious Heather Weber. And that guy is Todd Manning, who I guess is apparently newsworthy. And we are all inmates at Ferncliff. Me, you, and you. All three of us.
Weber? Heather Weber? The same Heather Weber who tried to swindle Edward Quartermain?
I'll have you know, that man couldn't keep his hands off me.
Ew.
I was only trying to comfort him.
We really need to go.
You're not going anywhere. If any of you move one step, I swear I'm calling this it. In fact, I wonder if the staff would delay their strike long enough to take you back.
No. Please, Doc. Please, this is my only chance.
No, your only chance is here in Ferncliff. Lucy, you have to face up to what you did so you can get better.
I don't have time. I have to save Port Charles.
From Caleb.
Yes, from Caleb. I am the only one who... Wait. Doc, think. We banished Caleb before, and we can do it again. All I need is for you to help me.
That's why I'm here, Lucy.
No, not
to help
not
you.
psychiatric help. I mean real help. The help I really need to destroy the vampire.
You know, I saw Mac and Felicia.
Okay, there you go. If you love them, have
And
as
I
much as
told them that
do.
I couldn't do this anymore, that I had to leave you. But they made me see that I was wrong. I can't turn my back on you, Lucy.
That's heartwarming, and I'm totally pulling for the two of you as a couple, but we really
have to go now.
Doc, did you mean that? Did you really mean you couldn't turn your back on me? Oh, well then, please, just say you believe me.
I love you, Lucy. We're going to get you out of here, but we're going to do it the right way.
Oh. Gag me.
Gag you, gag him.
Lucy, don't run. Stay here with me. Let me be by your side. Let me.
Why did you do this?
What else was I supposed to do? Do you really want Anna Debate on our tail before we get past the main gate?
At least he's breathing.
We really need to get out of here. Come on, it would have been quicker if we dug ourselves out with spoons.
We are not leaving without Doc. We are taking him with us.
How do you expect us to do that? Do you see an extra wheelbarrow lying around?
Todd, you look like a great, big, strong, strapping man.
Well, thank you. I'm not carrying him.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
Too bad. You're going to do it. Now listen, I'll get his legs and you get his arms because I'm a lot stronger than you are.
No. There's no way we can do that. What if Doc here wakes up? What are we gonna do with him then? This won't work.
You know what? Heather's making a lot of sense. Wow. I cannot believe I just said that. I have spent so much time in there that I think I'm actually now unstable. But we should go, right? Don't you have a vampire that you need to slay?
Yeah, I do, but I'm not leaving my Doc lying in the snow.
Of course you can. All we've got to do is walk out those gates. Why do you have to make these so complicated? Let's just go.
Where are we gonna go? Really, think about it. We don't even have a car.
We'll take his.
No, you won't. Not without these now. Start lifting. Come on, no one is going anywhere without these babies. God!
Lucy, I don't have time for this. Anybody who wants to escape, walk this way.
I'm right behind you.
Wait, you know what? No, that's not okay with me. I don't want you behind me. I'll follow you.
You are such a wuss.
Wait. Ah! Oh, Doc. Doc, listen to me. I'm so sorry all of this happened, and I'm so happy that you couldn't leave me behind. But please know, I gotta do this. I gotta go kill Caleb. I have to. I know this probably isn't the best decision I've ever made, but it's the one I have to make, so I love you. Doc. Are you absolutely, positively sure this place is empty?
We've been staking it out for hours. It's empty.
You said you had a plan.
I'm sorry. Did we escape from Ferncliff or not?
We did.
Okay.
To come here.
Well, why not? We had to come someplace to regroup.
But isn't Windermere kind of famous for stashing criminals?
Actually, it's Windermere.
Yeah, that's what I said, Windermere.
No, Windermere.
That's why I chose it, because it is very obvious. So obvious, in fact, that the police will think we're too smart to hide out here.
Let's just hope Caleb thinks the same thing.
As you know, teams have been searching all night. This is the vehicle we're looking for. Plate information's in front of you. It's a rental. It was being used by Dr. Kevin Collins. He's also Lucy Coe's husband. If it's been dumped, neighboring jurisdictions have been notified. If you happen to come across the escapees, don't be a hero. Call it in, get back up, proceed with caution. Escapee number 1, Todd Manning. He has the resources to potentially leave the country. Escapee number 2, Heather Weber. She has a son in Port Charles. He has been notified. Escapee number 3, Lucy Coe. According to her doctors, she still believes she's a vampire slayer. Stop laughing. It is believed that when she finds out Allison Barrington has been murdered, she will do whatever it takes to get to Allison's son, Rafe, who's locked up downstairs. Big note. Heather Weber, Todd Manning. Considered extremely dangerous. The last time they got together, they kidnapped Sam Morgan's baby. Hi.
Hey.
Who are you?
I've been better.
Where's Danny?
He's at the Quartermains. Monica's watching him. They put extra security there, and they've got Alice. I mean, she's tackled Heather before. I'm sure she could do it again.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Forget about me. How are you?
What's wrong with that place?
Ferncliff?
Yeah, Ferncliff. How many times is that now that Heather Weber's escaped? And then Crazy Manning, I was going to transfer him out of there yesterday, and I got... Got caught up in this case.
Oh, it's not just any case, John. It's a boy accusing you of murdering his mother.
You're going.
Like I tell you.
Well, if you must know, I'm going to see my son.
Oh, good. I'm sure he'd love that. Good luck slaying McBain.
Thanks.
So I talked to Lucy's husband. He told me that Lucy, Heather, and Manning, all dressed as guards, were making their way out of the main entrance of Ferncliff when he spotted Lucy. Apparently at this point, he gets assaulted trying to talk her out of escaping when either Heather or Manning hit him over the head from behind.
And Lucy just left him like that?
I guess that's how bad she wants to get to Caleb.
But they're saying that this Caleb is the one who killed Allison, but that doesn't make any sense. I mean, her son did. That's what makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I found him kneeling over her body with the murder weapon in his hand.
And he's still saying that he thinks that you did it?
As far as I know.
Why? I mean, why would he say that? Why would Rafe accuse you? What's that?
Yeah, print analysis from the murder weapon.
Okay, I assume it has Allison and Rafe's fingerprints on it. Anyone else?
A partial.
Enough to get a hit from the database?
Possible one.
Well, who is it?
That would be me.
Oh, my God. Alice, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I told Livy. I warned Livy. I told her Caleb would kill Allison to get to his son.
What? Whose son?
Caleb seduced Allison.
Well, I hate to get technical with you, but if Caleb's a vampire, I don't see how he could have fathered a child.
He wasn't wearing the ring.
Now you've lost me.
The ring! Caleb's ring! When he doesn't wear... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. All you need to know is that Allison slept with Caleb. Caleb fathered her child, and all Allison wanted to do was protect Rafe, to keep him away from Caleb. Caleb must have found him. He must have found him. Oh.
It seems to me that it says right here that Allison was killed by the kid.
Caleb murdered Allison. And he's a monster who's going to keep getting away with murder because he's convinced the police that he's one of them.
It's a coincidence, that's all.
Yeah, but Lucy was convinced, right, that I was this Caleb, and she was afraid that Caleb was going to hurt Allison. Now Allison's dead, and her son swears she saw me kill her.
Her son is lying,
Add
obviously.
to that the print that might be mine.
What are you saying?
Maybe Rafe's telling the truth.
I was right. Everybody was writing me off as being absolutely crazy, but everything I have predicted has come true. Alice is dead. And Rafe's in a cell accused of murder. He's vulnerable to whatever Caleb has planned for him, which I have no idea. He's probably going to come and steal him away.
But if Caleb is Rafe's father, then he probably wouldn't do anything to hurt him. Rafe is in no danger.
No danger? His soul is in danger. I don't know what Caleb wants to do with him.
Right. Who knows? Caleb might want to turn him into a vampire or something.
I don't care if you believe me or not, okay? Just shut up, because this threat happens to be real. And now Rafe is in there, and he doesn't even know who his father is. He has absolutely no idea, and it would destroy him. He can't ever know. This is a disaster.
But you think McBain is really Caleb the vampire?
Yes, he is! He is!
Well, then he's probably very busy doing vampirish things. You know, he's distracted. He's got a lot on his mind. Too busy to come and look for us. That's good.
Nothing about this is good. I gotta go to Rafe.
No.
Tell him what's going on.
You're not going anywhere.
How could you think that Allison's son was telling the truth?
Think about it, Sam. Lucy was convinced that I'm this guy Caleb, and so was Alice.
Yeah, they also think you're a vampire.
Forget about the whole vampire thing for now, all right? Allison tried to warn you this guy Caleb was dangerous. Now Rafe swears he saw me or someone that looks like me kill his mother.
Okay, so what, you think there really is a Caleb?
It's beginning to look more and more like it.
Yeah? Okay. Well, what about the fingerprints?
What about
you get there. I'll have a cup of coffee.
All right. McBain.
Out of here now.
Oh, no, no, no. You are not going to the police. For one thing, you'd get caught before you even had a chance to see that kid. And you know what that means. Hello, Ferncliff.
Oh, and why do you even care if I end up back in Ferncliff?
Oh, I can't trust you to keep your mouth shut. You could inadvertently give me up, and I can't have that. Certainly not before I see my son.
Your son, you love him. Love him a lot, right?
More than life itself.
And you would do absolutely anything at all to protect him, right?
Yes. Of course I would.
Heather, that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm trying to do is protect everybody, especially the people that I care about so much.
Even the ones that don't believe you. Like Doc. If it was up to him, you'd have a permanent place at Ferncliff.
It's okay. He just doesn't understand that right now, but he will. One day he will. In the meantime, it's my job. I have to keep everybody safe.
That's going to be pretty hard to do from a padded cell. You and I have to work together, whether you like it or not.
Okay. Then we just need to come up with a plan before Caleb is able to strike again.
We found the escape vehicle. It was abandoned on Vista Drive.
That's near the Quartermains.
Yeah, I know. And we already got people on the way over there. Listen, they have no sign of Heather Webber. Well, you're not going on your own, all right?
Okay.
Hey, Hurley, you escort Sam to the Quartermain estate, all right? And do not let her or her son Danny out of your sight until you get an okay from me. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Watch your back. You got a minute?
I can't say too much about the decor of this place, but at least they have the good sense to keep some crosses around. Maybe that'll give me some sort of protection against Caleb if he shows up.
Oh, we could both use a nap. Why didn't you take the bedroom where you found those clothes?
You know, I think these must have been Emily's. I bet Nicholas didn't have the heart to give them away.
Lucky for you. They're a perfect fit, right down to the boots.
We will find you something to wear that fits you. I just think you were right, though, right now. We need to just rest, take a little nap. I'm going to stretch out on this couch, and it'll be a lot better to keep an eye out in case Caleb shows up.
Stay away from me. You killed my mom.
Look at me, kid. I said look at me. I didn't kill her.
Neither did I.
Okay. Let's put our heads together and figure out who did. You're gonna take me through everything that happened that night, all right? Tell me, what was the last thing your mom said to you? What was the last thing you remember seeing? Any little detail can help us figure out what really happened. Lucy, I'm home.
Caleb.
It's been a long, long time. So you meet Molly on the pier. You go get something to eat at Kelly's, you talk for a little while, and then you left. That's your story, right? Molly said you're going back to the pier to be with your mom. What happened then?
You know what happened then. You were there.
I want to hear your side of it.
Well, then ask that lady cop. I already told her everything.
So tell me. Sometimes you go over it again and again, you details come
Look,
up.
I don't owe you anything, okay? Not after what you did to my mother. If I just listened to her, just stayed there like she asked me to. She was so scared. Scared that he'd find us, that you would find us. That's why we're always running.
How long?
What?
How long were you and your mom on the run for?
Forever.
It hasn't really been that long, has it? Didn't I just run into you at Kelly's the other night?
Oh, days, weeks, eternity. What's the difference?
Well, you seem to be feeling a lot Better there, Caleb. Too bad my aim was off. You didn't correct me.
Correct you?
I thought you were going by the name of John McBain these days.
It doesn't matter what you call me, just as long as you call. It's nice. Just the two of us. The vampire and the slayer. Together at last.
Murdered Allison.
No, in fairness to me, she tried to murder me first.
She was just trying to protect her son.
I would never hurt Rafe. I'm in a position to show him things he could never imagine. Open him up to a whole new existence.
No, you stay away from that boy.
He's my boy! He's my son. Forever's a long time, kid. Did your mom ever talk about the threat? Did she ever say what she thought might happen?
I thought it was all in her head. She was right. There was someone after us.
Did she ever talk about the guy that was after you? Did she ever give you a name? Tell you what he wanted? Come on, Rafe. Your mom was worried about this guy. She must have talked about him. Did she ever give you a name?
Caleb.
It's the same thing she called me when she walked into the police station. Same as Lucy Coe. Anyways, that's not my name. It's John McBain. Here, have a look. It doesn't get much more official
What
than
is that
that.
supposed to prove? For all I know, you changed your name.
If I did, how does it explain the rest of my life, you know? I was in the FBI for 8 years. I was a cop in Landview, Pennsylvania for 8 more years, and now in Port Charles. I got records that can prove everything
I don't
that I'm
care
saying
what
to
you say. I know what I saw.
Okay, so tell me. Tell me exactly how it happened.
I got to the pier and she was fighting you. Okay, I called for her. She looked back, so did you. She was terrified, but you were smiling. He's smiling. And that's when you killed her.
Thing is, I wasn't there. I didn't get to the pier till after your mom was on the ground. So if you're telling the truth, kid, then your mom was murdered by somebody that looks just like me.
Rafe is my cousin's son. He is not yours.
That's a cute story, isn't it? That's a story Allison wanted everyone to believe. But you and I both know better. Your cousin couldn't father a child. He sure as hell didn't stick around long enough to claim him for his own.
He left to find you. He wanted to protect Allison and her child. But now Rafe's an orphan.
No! Wrong answer again. Rafe has a father. And I think it's time he gets to know him again. In fact, I think it's time he learns the whole truth about who he really is. About how a stolen wish brought him into existence. Not my wish, not my doing, but he is mine and I will claim him as my own.
You are not going anywhere near that boy.
Who's gonna stop me? So let's start with that. There's a guy out there and he looks like me.
Well, exactly like you?
How's he dressed?
In black, like you.
What does that mean, huh? Black jacket, black shirt, black pants. Think.
I
Or is
don't
there
know.
something
It
distinguishing
happened so fast, I don't remember.
Think, kid. Just spit it out. If you can remember something, just shout it out.
Mom!
No, no, Rafe, no, please stay back there. Don't, no.
The ring. You're not wearing the ring.
What ring?
The cold one you were wearing when you stabbed my mother. You figured I'd recognize it, so you took it off.
What was it like? Like a wedding band?
No, it wasn't on the left hand. It was weird looking, like... Why am I even telling you this? Look, you know what it looks like. Why do you keep asking these questions that you know the answers to?
No, Rafe, I don't have the answers. The only thing I know is I didn't kill your mother, but somebody did, and he's still out there. We want to find him. Every detail you can think of would help us. So what do you say we do that? Why don't you help me? That means you stop jerking me around. You start telling me about that ring.
I will keep you from Rafe.
You can't stop me. Look at yourself. Your little cross shaking. It's pathetic. Really.
I have friends. I have friends. They know I'm here.
There's nowhere to run. And these friends you speak of, Lucy, they pretend to believe you. They do. And then they laugh behind your back and they talk behind your back. They humor the crazy lady. But me, I believe you. Because I know all this is real. And I know my power is endless.
No. You can be stopped. You can be stopped.
Not by you. I admire your persistence. I do. I admire your courage, but I always knew this was a losing battle. And now the time has come. Your only choice is to surrender.
No. Caleb, no. No.
So you think it was gold?
Yeah, I saw it when he was struggling with my mother. I guess I was in shock or something. I don't know, but all I could focus on was the shape of the ring.
Can you describe it?
It was a crest.
Like a signet ring.
Right. And I don't know, but I think it had a bat on it. Where are you going?
I want to follow up. Thanks for the help.
Just so you know, this doesn't mean that I think you're innocent.
For the record, the feeling's mutual, kid. We should both hope I get the truth.
Can I help you, ma'am?
No, I'm expected.
Hey, you're one of the escapees from Ferncliff.
Oh, look, there's the other two! What is going on out here? Lucy?
Back already?
Lucy, what are you doing? Whatever it takes to save a young boy's life.
Thought you had work to do.
I came back for you.
You came back for me? Why?
Police business.
What kind of police business?
Aren't you a curious boy?
I just want to know what you want with me.
Okay. Perhaps I want to get you hell out of here.
Why would you want to do that?
So you and I can take a little trip together.
Gun down before someone gets hurt. Okay, just put the gun down, please.
The sooner you cooperate, the sooner this whole thing can be over.
You're in the middle of a police station, you see, holding a gun on me. If someone sees you, you could end up dead.
A lot of people could end up dead if I don't stop Caleb.
Okay, Caleb, why don't we talk about Caleb? So you're in grave danger from him, is that right?
He's very dangerous. He is the embodiment of evil. And now I know why he's here.
You do?
Yeah, I do. He's here for Rafe.
Rafe? The boy we found on the pier, the one who killed his mother?
No. Rafe did not kill Allison. Caleb did, to get to Rafe. Well, I cannot let that happen, so I am here to take Rafe away someplace I can protect him.
Yeah, we're protecting him here. We got it.
Really? Really? If you believe that the police can stop Caleb, then you have a lot of hard lessons coming.
He's perfectly safe in lockup. He is. And no one can go down there and open the door.
You're right, no one can. Except you. You can. You are gonna walk me downstairs, and then you are gonna release Rafe to my custody. And then I promise you, Anna, we will be out of your hair. Which, by the way, I really like it. It's good on you.
Thank you. But you see, me and every police officer in Port Charles will be hunting you down if that happens. You
Well,
understand?
Fine. I have been hunted by a lot worse.
I'm not going to do this, Lucy. I can't. It puts you and the boy in jeopardy.
You have to. Listen to me. I have no choice. You have to do this, and I promise I don't want to. But Anna, if I have to hurt you, I will. To protect Rafe, I will have to do it. So please, Bertie, please, just march.
Where is everybody? Officer?
Come on, please, pretty, please, Anna, just march.
I'm going. I got it.
Where do you want to take me?
Down to the docks.
Back to where you murdered my mother?
Back to the crime scene.
Why would I want to go there?
I'm sure you don't want to go there. But I need to get your account of what happened.
I already told you everything I know, okay?
Listen, there are certain details of this investigation that will only become clear if you're at the scene. You might think of something, remember something that may clear you of all these charges, unless, of course, you don't want that.
I want to go anywhere with you.
Okay. I understand you still think that I killed your mother, so, of course, you're going to be a little nervous.
Nervous? Got this understatement thing down.
I'll tell you what, I know something will put your mind at ease, all right? Hey, Carlson, you here? Yeah. Hey, man, do me a favor. The commissioner wants me to take the kid back down to the crime scene and go over a few details. You got a minute?
Sure.
Yeah?
No problem.
Okay?
Don't worry, kid. I'll be with you the whole time. There's nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about. Let's go, Ray.
May. Where's Ray? Where is he?
He's in this cell.
What cell? Which cell? Which cell?
This one. He's gone.
Oh, that's refreshing. Well, here we are. Hey, look, if at any time this becomes a little too difficult, you let one of us know, all right?
Fine.
Yeah? Great. Let's see if we can't help you remember a little more clearly what happened.
You, sure about this, Detective? I mean, isn't it against procedure to handle a piece of evidence like that?
Oh, no, it's already been processed by the lab. The commissioner signed off on it. You can check with her if you like.
No, I'm good.
Okay, Rafe, let's you and I go over this series of events one time.
You know what happened.
No,
you were there.
I want to hear your side of it, all right? From the beginning. Tell me where you were.
I just gotten back from Kelly's.
You just gotten back from Kelly's. You're over here, is that it? Okay, then what?
I saw you killing my mom.
No, not just... Where? How?
Right there behind you. Okay, you were fighting over that.
Here? Right here. Officer, would you mind helping me for a second? Let's help young Rafe here figure out exactly what happened. If you'd stand in for his mother. Let's see. So, your mom is like this, Rafe, and her assailant is something like this?
Oh, you were on the other side of her.
The other side of her? Okay, please turn around. Officer, so something here. Then what happened?
Called out for her. She looked back at me. She told me to stay there, and then that's when you did it.
Did what?
Killed her.
Killed her? You mean like... Like that?
He's got to be somewhere. Maybe your people took him.
My people didn't take him out of here and leave the gate open.
Well, then maybe he escaped. Oh, that's great. So now he's out there all by himself, unprotected.
Not by himself, Lucy. A teenage boy cannot escape police custody. Someone must have come in here and helped him.
Oh, my God.
What?
No one helped Rafe. He was abducted. Caleb got to him.
I just killed him.
It's very observant, Rafe.
Why?
Freeze a crowd on your feet. He means nothing. I have waited a lifetime to see you. I've waited your whole life to see you. I wasn't about to share it with somebody else.
So what, you're gonna kill me like you killed my mother?
How could you say that to me? I wouldn't harm a hair on your pretty little head. You're my son. You're my son.
Would Caleb take Rafe where?
I wonder, maybe there's a clue or something in the cell.
A clue, right, in an empty cell, sure.
Let me be the judge of that. I'm the detective. I'm just looking.
What?
I don't know. You're the Caleb expert. Come and have a look at this. What do you think?
This?
Right here.
I don't see a this. Where? Anna, no! No! Anna, don't do this!
Fine.
Anna!
Welcome back,
do this.
Lucy.
Please don't do this. Anna, don't leave me here.
Staying.
Anna, no! Don't leave me like this! Anna!
Get my number.
Anna!
What are you talking about? You are not my father.
Look at yourself in the mirror. Then look at me. You'll see what I'm talking about. You're a Morley through and through.
No, that's a lie. My father is Rafe Kovich, okay? I was named after him.
We'll have to do something about that. While we're at it, we'll fix all the other mistakes your mother made with you. Already taken a few steps in that direction. You killed her. She's at peace now. Rafe, that's what she deserves. And now, hey, look at me. Now I have a chance to raise you the way you are meant to be raised. By the time I'm done with you, you're gonna be the spitting image of your old man. Me.
Anna, you've got to let me out of here! Rafe's life depends on it! All of our lives depend on it! Anna, let me out!
Okay, what have you got?
Okay, so here's the surveillance footage
Yeah.
from the cells downstairs.
All right. Okay, so here it is. What are God's name?
Looks like McBain took the kid someplace with Carlson.
Where did he take him?
See that boat over there? That one over there? That boat is gonna take us far away from this godforsaken place. That's right. We're going home, son. Come on.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
What did I do?
Good, this is doing me. I'm getting all sweaty. Oh, okay, Lucy, thank you. You're on your own again. Alone again, naturally. Okay, thank you. You've gotten out of worse scrapes than this. This time you just have to do it really fast. Before Caleb makes Rafe his victim. Just like poor Allison.
While you're running, I'll always find you.
What's going on?
You tell me. Come take a look at this.
Is that McBain taking Rafe Kovich out of his cell?
Yeah. I want you to go through all the surveillance footage that we have of the cell since we brought that Rafe Kovich in. And tell me if there's been any other unexpected visitors.
Sure thing.
Did John talk to you about the Allison Barrington murder?
Well, no, he gave me an update. Said he talked to the kid and he was going to follow up on a lead.
Did he say he was planning on taking the kid out of the cell?
No, he never said a word about doing that. Where's John taking this kid?
That's what I'd like to know.
Oh my God. Detective McBain?
happened?
What do you mean, what happened? Somebody stabbed this man.
Who?
Oh, indeed.
They released the kid, and then they just escort him out of the cell block. Now, why would they do that? It's unorthodox under any circumstances. They haven't filed any paperwork, and I mean, technically, the kid is still in our custody.
Look, try to get a hold of Ben.
He's not picking up. McBain, Carlson, and the boy, they're all MIA.
What's going on? Oh, he's alive! We have to help him! Detective McBain, I've got to try to stop the bleeding. Can you call 911 or have you already called an ambulance? Detective! Detective McBain! An officer, okay? I called 911. An ambulance is on its way, okay? Just listen to the sound of my voice and breathe. We're gonna get you to the hospital. That's it. Stay with me, sir. Can you speak? Sir? I'm a nurse. I'm gonna get you some help, okay? Can you tell me who did this to you?
John, this is Anna again. If you get this message, you need to call me back because I have a prisoner that's missing and I don't know where you are. And
They found Carlson.
He is. All right, call me.
Yeah, what do you got? Yeah, all right, I'll be right there.
What is it?
Well, they found Carlson down on Pier 52. He's been stabbed.
Oh, my God, is he alive?
Yeah, barely. They're taking him to GH right now.
What about McBain and Rafe?
No sign of that.
CSU over to Pier 52 immediately to process the scene.
I'm on it.
Dante, can you get over to GH, please? Talk to Carlson, see if he can give us some answers on what the hell is going on. I'm going to the pier.
You don't think McBain is really mixed up in this, do you?
No. But I've been wrong before.
Prisoner.
Is everyone finished? I'm taking this, right?
Looks like the weapon that killed Allison Barrington.
Yeah, it does. Okay, you take this. Did you guys see this?
What you got, Commissioner?
It's an evidence bag. That doesn't just resemble the weapon that killed Allison Barrington. It is the weapon that killed her.
But only our guys have access to the evidence room.
Yeah, I know. Okay, get that to the PCPD and have it processed. Pull up all the surveillance footage from the evidence room. I need to find out how the hell that weapon got out of police custody.
Yes, Commissioner.
Oh, and if anyone has heard from Detective McBain, I need to know about it.
You got it.
Anna.
Yeah. Oh, hey, yeah. What are you doing here?
Well, I called the station. They told me where you were. Are you okay?
I'm okay. Why wouldn't I be?
Well, they said on the news that Lucy Coe pulled a gun on you.
How the hell does that get released to the press?
I guess somebody thought it was newsworthy.
Yeah, she did. She knocked out one of my officers and she pulled a gun on me. But, I'm fine.
All in a day's work.
Yeah, got a little tense. She's in custody again.
Not a good time, Dante. I'm in the middle of something.
Yeah, well, I need to ask him some questions.
I'm trying to save this guy's life.
Bud, it's Dante. Can you hear me?
Here is the phenylephrine, doctor, and the dopamine for the infusion.
Add it to the line.
You with me, Bud? Bud, you're gonna make it through this, okay? You hear me? All right, Bud, you need to tell me who did this to you. Was it that kid, Rafe Kovich?
I met Rafe on the docks. He was so hungry he wanted the stale bread that I was using to feed the ducks. And now his mother was just killed right in front of him. I'm just trying to show him a little compassion.
Just because you feel sorry for him doesn't make him innocent. Come on, Mom. He's saying John McBain murdered that woman. We know Detective McBain. And we both know he's not that kind of guy.
Officer, would you mind helping me for a second? Let's help young Rafe here figure out exactly what happened. If you'd stand in for his mother. Let's see. So your mom's like this, Rafe, and her assailant is something like this?
Oh, you were on the other side of her.
The other side of her? Okay, please turn around. Officer, so something here. Then what happened?
I called out for her. She looked back at me. She told me to stay there, and then that's when you did it.
Did what?
Killed her.
Killed her? You mean like... Like that?
And it just doesn't make any sense that McBain would murder anyone, especially a woman he doesn't even know.
Rafe!
We know Rafe Kovich escaped. Is he the one who stabbed you? Then who, but who did this to you?
He's going into B-Fib, charging paddles to 150. Dante, move.
What?
So what's going on? Who did it?
I'm afraid to find out.
We would have saved him.
No, there was so much blood on the ground. I thought he was already dead. By the time he made it to the hospital, it would have taken a miracle to save him.
Did he say anything at all before I got here?
Not to me.
No, he opened his eyes once or twice, but he never spoke.
You have any idea who did this?
No, he was about to say something, but then he stopped breathing.
God, poor man.
Miss Santiago, I need to know exactly what you saw.
Okay, well, so I like to walk on the waterfront and feed the ducks on my way into work, and I turned onto Pier 52, and that's when I saw Officer Carlson on the ground with Detective McBain beside him.
Was anyone else there?
No, I didn't see anyone else. In fact, I thought he was already dead, but then
It's okay.
he started moaning, and I tried to stop the bleeding with my scarf, and then I asked Detective McBain if he had already called 911, and then I looked up, and he was just gone.
Who, McBain?
Yeah.
Well, could he have been chasing someone, maybe?
I don't know. I didn't hear anyone else. As a matter of fact, I didn't even hear Detective McBain leave.
Okay, look, before you got to the scene, did you hear anything, shouting, anything that sounded like it could have been a struggle?
No, I just turned the corner, and there they were.
So you were helping Carlson. What was McBain doing?
She just told you he left.
Yeah, and you know, I thought that was weird, too. He wasn't even trying to help Officer Carlson. That's part of the reason why I thought he was already dead.
So what was he doing?
Oh, he was standing there holding, like, it was like a strangely shaped object. I think it was metal. It was like a cross between a knife and an arrow. And there was blood on it.
Miss Santiago, you've been a big help. Someone will be by to take your official statement. I gotta go. Patrick.
He's still in jail. Did the police let you go?
No, McBain and another cop took me out of my cell and back to the pier where...
Why?
McBain said that going back there might help me remember some things, and that he had me stand in the same exact spot I was standing before and tell him everything that happened, and then he killed the other cop. He just killed him right in front of me.
What? That's crazy. I'm
Molly,
sorry.
I'm telling you the truth, okay? You have to believe me. McBain is... he's a psycho. Yeah. The cop was just standing there, Molly, just standing there, and he killed him. And he said all this insane stuff. He told me he was my dad.
That's impossible.
He said that we were going somewhere. We were going home. I managed to get away, and I ran, and I came here. I am nowhere that's safe, Molly. Nowhere to hide. I don't know anyone. Except you.
So when Miss Santiago said that McBain ran off, did she not think he was going for help? Okay. All right, you get back to the station and you stay on top of this. I'll meet you there. Yeah. I'll call Carson's wife. I know.
Not a good day to be the commissioner, huh?
No, it's not. I lost an officer, and my good friend and colleague seems to be implicated in the murder.
McBain?
Yeah, I mean, You know, I have to believe that there's an explanation for it. But yeah, John is a suspect.
Here? You want me to hide you?
I heard what your boyfriend said, okay? He tried to make you doubt me, but I don't think you want to do that.
How can you know I think that I'm not even
Please,
sure
everything I've been telling you is the truth. I mean, and even if you can't believe me, it's like you said, I'm innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, it's true, you are.
Isn't there some place I can hide in this big house of yours?
My family's here.
Please. I have nowhere else to go.
Come on in.
Thank you, Molly. Thank you.
Yeah, be quiet. Do not make me regret this.
Won't be sorry. I swear.
This is the corridor outside the evidence room earlier today.
Wait, go back. I saw something there. Yeah, stop. Play it. I don't believe it.
Don't believe what? What's going on?
I know John isn't a murderer. I know that. But there's all these inexplicable things that keep happening, and I can't simply ignore them. Are my instincts that off?
Anna, you've been through so much since losing Robin.
And now there's all this evidence against John, and I have known him for years. He's a good friend, and I've trusted him. And could he be a killer? Am I wrong about him, too?
Don't believe what? What's going on?
Where you been, John?
I was following a lead in Allison Barrington's murder.
So you took the suspect with you, her son?
No, why?
Okay. You were down with the kid at his cell, right?
Yeah, I wanted to go over the kid's statement, see if he gave us any new details.
Okay, so what about when you came back?
When? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about when you went to his cell the second time.
What second time? I just told you I talked to the kid once and then I left. Hey, what the hell's going on?
I don't know, man. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Something going on with the case I'd like to know.
Well, good. That goes both ways.
When have I ever cut you out of an investigation?
Let's start with today.
Okay.
All right. The surveillance cameras outside the cell show you talking to the kid, right?
Yeah, I told you I wanted to go over his story.
Well, they also caught you when you came back and escorted him out of his cell.
I just told you I never went back down to the cell block.
The surveillance video shows you leaving with Rafe and Officer Carlson.
Well, there's a mistake somewhere, because that wasn't me. Look, let's just talk to Carlson.
Well, we can't do that.
Why's that?
Because he's dead.
He's dead. What the hell happened?
Oh, he was murdered down on Pier 52.
Murder?
Yeah.
You said he was with the kid. Where's the kid now?
Well, the kid's gone. He fled the scene.
You really think Rafe could kill a police officer?
Actually, no. We're pretty sure it was someone else.
Okay, so... You got a suspect in Carlson's murder?
Oh, well, there was a witness. A nurse from GH. She saw someone standing over the body with a bloody murder weapon.
He wasn't shot?
No, he was stabbed with a strange metal weapon crossed between a dagger and an arrow.
Just like Rafe's mother, Allison. Okay, so the nurse, she was able to positively ID someone. Who?
You, John.
The nurse claims she saw me kill a cop.
She says she saw you at the scene standing over the body with the murder weapon.
You recovered the weapon?
Yeah, right here.
So it's just like the weapon that was used to kill Allison?
That is the same weapon.
Doctor, that's not possible. That weapon's down in the evidence
Well,
room.
someone removed it.
Someone removed it? Well, then you check the footage, all right? If someone signed out for it, they should be there.
Yeah, way ahead of you. So as you can see, it's a pretty clear picture.
Timeline on this exactly?
Right before John took Rafe out of his cell with Carlson.
Hey, look, I don't care what's on the surveillance camera, all right? I didn't take a weapon out of the evidence room. I sure as hell didn't take Rafe out of his cell.
Except it kind of looks like you did.
Hey, I don't know what's going on, all right? I can't explain those images, but you know me. I didn't kill anyone.
I'm sorry, John. With the footage and eyewitness, I don't have any choice. You're under arrest.
Thank you, Ta. Okay, look, I am so sorry for what I did to you, holding you at gunpoint.
Knocking out my officer, taking his gun, holding me at gunpoint, yeah.
Okay, right. I will apologize to him and to you. I am sorry. I'm just desperate.
You have a visitor.
Going so soon? Taylor! Can you let me know when Alexis Davis is in the building?
Officer Taylor's upstairs.
Hi.
Hi. And to answer your question, my mom's going to be here soon, so we don't have much time.
For what?
To get you out of here.
Let me go, detective. If you try to haul me in, you're gonna have to kill me.
Ah! If you insist.
Doc, are you all right? Are you okay?
Do you care?
Yes, I care. I suffered completely when you took that blow. I think it hurt me more than it hurt you.
I seriously doubt that, Lucy.
But you came back. Doc, I can't tell you how much it meant to me that you came back and you wanted to help me and you swore that you were on my side.
And look at the thanks I got. One of your co-escapees cracked me over the head. Do you know I had to go to the hospital?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I had no idea they were going to do that to you. I didn't.
He thinks that Todd hit him. Is that right?
A force like that, no offense, ladies, could only come from a man.
Well, not necessarily. So don't count that Fruit Loop Heather Weber out.
Beat him. I was here first.
Be quiet. He's out there.
Who's out there?
John McBain. Don't make a sound.
Should you even be down here? I won't get you in any trouble.
No, let's focus on you. My mom said that she was up most of the night working on the case.
I have to remember to thank her.
From the looks of it, it doesn't look like you got too much sleep either.
Yeah.
Is it true? What I read in the Sun? Is there really that much evidence against you?
I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't see it with my own eyes.
So there's actual footage of someone that looks like you, or?
A guy that looks like me. I took the weapon that killed Allison Barrington right out of the evidence room.
Okay, was it shot from the back?
No. You see his face. You see his face. And then you see him right over there, and he takes Rafe out of his cell and leads him right down that corridor.
What about the nurse from GH?
She identified me as the man she saw kneeling over Bud Carlson as he bled out.
With the same weapon that killed Allison Barrington?
This guy, he's a dead ringer for me. You know, it's the way he dresses, the way he walks, everything. He's got it down.
Yeah, but it's not you.
No. It's not me. This is funny, this is weird. I can't tell you how many times I've been on that side of the bars, listening to some perp go on and on about, hey man, I've been framed. It's not me, I'm being set up. I guess now it's my turn.
No, it's not. It's just that's the theory. But you do have Allison, who thought it was you, and Lucy as well, who think that you are this vampire, Caleb Morley. It doesn't make any sense.
Listen to me, Sam. You forget the whole supernatural part of it, all right? But this guy that looks like me, he's real. He's real, and he was here in the PCPD impersonating me. That's the only way to explain this.
You know this looks really bad for you. They say the police commissioner tried to call you all night, and you didn't pick up your phone. John, where were you?
What kind kind of game he's playing. But John McBain was right there.
You need to have your eyes checked. He's in a jail cell.
What for?
Killed a cop.
Well, he must have escaped. He was holding me close enough to kiss.
Ew.
Real close, like this, tight.
Okay. Not that this isn't every man's fantasy, but you need to let me go. I'm
Heather? Yeah, Lucy could actually be right.
Finally!
Heather's capable of anything, especially assault.
Yes, and I was completely beyond upset with old Heather.
But you still took off. You just left me lying there. For all you knew, I was dead.
I wouldn't do that. I did check to see if you were breathing and you were okay. Doc, please. Please try to understand. I knew that Todd and Heather would just ditch me, whether I was going to go with them or not. So I couldn't stay there. I had to escape.
Because of Caleb.
Yeah, because of Caleb. Doc, you're my big, strong guy. I know you're perfectly capable of taking care of yourself, but Rafe is not. He's just a boy, and he was all alone. He had nobody protecting him. Oh, my God, Anna. He has nobody protecting him now. Rafe is just out there with Caleb on the loose.
Oh, here we
Caleb
go.
is impersonating an officer of the law.
You don't have to worry about John McBain.
I don't have to worry. Yes, I do. We all have to worry. He could be out there right now murdering Rafe.
No, he's not. John McBain has been apprehended. He's currently in a cell. He is no threat to Rafe.
2 people in lockup. You know, Lucy Cuckoo held the commissioner at gunpoint. And then this John McBain, he killed a police officer. And that was after he broke this Rafe Kovich out of jail. You know that kid that got accused of killing his mother?
Oh, yeah, right.
He's still on the loose.
I was at the university.
What were you doing there?
Meeting with a professor.
Okay, why would you go there and meet with the professor?
I'd asked Rafe to give me some more details about the guy he saw murder his mom.
The guy he says is you.
I want to know if there was anything that really stood out about this guy. And it took him a little while, but then he realized the guy's wearing a ring.
Okay, well, a wedding ring?
No, it was more distinct than that. He was able to describe it.
So you went to the university to find out more about it.
Exactly. And I had to wait around a little while because the guy was teaching a class and I had to wait for him to finish.
All right. Did you talk to him?
Yeah, for quite a while.
What's his name?
Jay Moser.
Excellent timing. I was just about to call you. Come in, Detective.
Please, call me John.
This is good news. Everyone's safe.
Everyone is not safe. Doc, please, do you really believe that bars in a cell can hold Caleb? He can do anything he wants, anytime he wants, and nobody can stop him.
Except you.
Except me. We don't even know. He could be out there right now, hunting Rafe down, wanting to claim him.
But you just said that Caleb would kill Rafe.
Yeah, he would. That would be his last resort. If Rafe refuses to be turned, then he will.
Lucy, don't start this now. You're just
going
going to make it worse on
Allison was here.
yourself.
Doc, the last thing Allison did was come to this police station, and she was looking for me. She wanted help. She wanted an ally to try and hide Rafe from Caleb.
Even if you were right, that just proves that Allison shared your delusion. That doesn't make it true.
No. Listen, Caleb seduced Allison. Rafe is Caleb's son. And that is why he is going to try and get him and claim him. And that's why, oh my God, that is why he allowed himself to be captured.
No! McBain is the focus of a detailed investigation, Lucy.
He's not even using the alias anymore. Don't you see? He doesn't even care. He wants to take Rafe, and he will kill anybody that gets in his way.
What's gonna happen to John?
I don't know.
Well, do you think he's guilty?
No, absolutely not.
So there's no hard evidence?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of evidence. Most of which I hear is indisputable.
How are you gonna prove John didn't do it?
Well, it would help if we could find that Rafe kid. An eyewitness said she saw him on the pier when John allegedly killed this police officer.
I can't even imagine. That must have been really traumatic for him. Rafe, I mean.
Right, I don't doubt that, and I'm sure that he's loath to revisit it. However, as sole witness, he could shed some much-needed light.
What did Rafe say about the ring?
Had this kind of crest on it. along with a bat, you know, the flying mammal kind.
The one often associated with vampires.
Yeah, the one and the same, yeah.
Well, when you mentioned this to the professor, did he laugh you out of the room?
Yeah, you know, you would think, right? But turns out this Jay Moser, he's kind of an expert in the occult.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. He started showing me all these illustrations of rings that vampires wore through the ages, you know, in art and literature and all that crud.
Wow.
Yeah. He's able to work up a sketch based on Rafe's description.
Did you get any answers?
Please, excuse the mess.
No problem. I love what you've done with the place.
Oh, I was meaning to ask, is your inquiry into the ring part of that case I was reading about?
No, what case is that?
Oh, what was her name? Some deranged woman attacked someone she believed was a vampire.
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to say.
Well, she was clearly mistaken. There hasn't been a vampire sighting here for years.
Do tell.
Oh, here it is. The bat on the ring is common, but the crest is rare. Yeah, it could be from a minor clan, the Julii. They were descendants of Remus.
The twin of Romulus? Let's see, if memory serves, their parents abandoned them, and they suckled from a wolf.
The Julii was wiped out thousands of years ago during an interclanal war. But some vampire scholars believe a few survived, fleeing to a remote area of the Transylvanian Alps in what is now known Romania.
Fascinating. And no one's heard anything from them since?
Oh, they've been living in seclusion for generations. The last vague record we have of them, from the last century, mind you.
That is pretty vague.
Has them going by the prosaic name of Morley.
No kidding.
You think this is absurd, don't you?
No, Professor. Not at all.
Well, I think you'll take me seriously when I tell you that the wearer of that ring embodies enormous power, and he wants revenge.
Release me. Let me go so I can get out there and stop any more loss of life. I need to save people.
Do you have any idea how serious this is? Lucy, this is not some misunderstanding or a petty infraction that you can tap dance your way around. You have managed to dismantle your entire life.
Don't say that.
You were the most brilliant and inspiring woman I have ever met. And now you're reduced to ranting about the undead. Well, I'm sorry, Lucy, this breaks my heart. But you are a danger to yourself and to others, and you are not just going to walk out of here.
You think I asked for this? Do you think it was my choice? Hey, Lucy, wake up one day and you get to be a slayer. Yay! You get to be the only person in the room that sees evil standing right in front of everybody. I didn't pick this, but I can't ignore it. I cannot ignore the danger, and I have got to get out of here, and someone, by God, has got to help me.
Moser told me he needed the night to research it.
And your phone was off the whole time you were at the university? Why couldn't anyone reach you?
Lousy cell reception, you know. I actually tried calling the station a couple times and didn't think anything of it till I came out and had all those missed calls.
Okay, and by the time that happened, you already had all this evidence built up against you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you think the professor's going to be able to help you?
I don't know. You know, Moser went on and on about the existence of vampires.
Do you believe him?
No.
No.
No, but right now I'll go with anything that helps clear this thing up.
What about Anna?
No, she's got her hands full right now with Weber and Manning on the loose.
And now that boy Rafe is missing.
After seeing someone he's convinced is me commit murder for the second time. This has all been very interesting, Professor. Thank you.
Well, don't think that's the end of the discussion. Somewhere around here, I have a dissertation written long before the age of computers that comes close to proving that one of the last members of the clan is actually...
Oh, Alexis, thank God you're here to help me, right?
Well, I'll certainly try, Lucy, but I have to admit that
She's in your hands now.
What? You're just leaving?
You mean like you did? I have an appointment with a neurologist. He has to monitor me.
What? Why?
Well, you know, to make sure that the blow that your friend delivered to my head hasn't caused a brain bleed.
Doc, I'm sorry.
I know. Thank you.
Good luck. How's John?
Yeah, well, you know, he's not thrilled about being in lockup, obviously.
Yeah, well, I understand, but I do need to speak with him. The sooner the better.
I think you've got your hands full
Right.
with all
Lucy, Lucy. What were you thinking?
Well,
that was a rhetorical question. You are in serious trouble. Serious trouble. I'll be lucky if I can even get you back into Ferncliff.
Oh, well, that's okay. You know, I don't really want to go back to Ferncliff. You're right.
I'm right.
Yes, you are. I don't deserve to go back to Ferncliff. I am just a common criminal. I deserve to be treated as one, so you can just march me right back downstairs to my cell.
I never should have dismissed Lucy Coe the way I
Lucy
did.
Coe, she put a wooden stake through your chest. It doesn't exactly inspire trust.
No, I should have known it was more than just a paranoid delusion. I at least should have considered the fact that there's a guy out there named Caleb.
Who is a vampire that it looks exactly like you?
No.
Come on.
He's a killer who looks like me.
Okay. Look, maybe this Professor Moser can help you out. I don't know, but at the very least, I think he can give you an alibi. I can go talk to him, and then I can go to the police station and let them know that you were at the university nowhere near Pier 52, and they're going to have to let you go.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll be back.
You know where to find me.
Not for long. Between me and my mom, we're going to get you out of here soon.
Let's just hope it's before this guy kills again. Professor, you were saying?
I'm such a scatterbrain. That other researcher, I must have left it at the copier. I'll go and get it.
I'm afraid you won't be going anywhere.
Hold on, Lucy, stop. You gotta stop this. Stop, what? This what? This vampire stuff. There aren't any vampires. And even if there were, John is not one of them.
And you're not going anywhere near him.
I regret that I had to do that. Your knowledge was impressive, but you gave me no choice.
Professor Moser? Hi, I'm sorry to disturb you. Do you have a minute? Professor Moser?
Just all remain calm, shall we?
That's a good idea. In fact, why don't we separate my two adversarial clients and put them in separate rooms?
Yeah, I don't think that'll be necessary. I think Lucy and I will get along just fine.
Of course we will, once you're dead.
Okay, we tried.
What did you do with him? What did you do with Rafe, Caleb? Good morning.
Okay, who are you?
I'm here for the baby.
What do you mean you're here for the baby?
It was a brief sentence. Which part of it didn't you understand? I'm here. There's a baby. I'm taking him.
Well, you can't.
Of course I can. He's mine.
I regret that I had to do that. Your knowledge was impressive, but you gave me no choice.
Professor Moser? Professor Moser, I'm sorry to disturb you. Do you have a minute? Professor Moser? This is about a friend of mine, John McBain.
Can't be yours.
Why? I'm too old.
No, that's not what I meant.
What did you mean? What could a boy your age possibly know about the tango between emotions and biology?
Nothing. I was just saying that Danny is Molly's nephew, which makes him Sam's son.
Of course he is. Don't you think I know that?
You made it seem like you were Danny's mother.
That's ridiculous. I never said I was his mother.
though I could be.
Okay.
Who I am is the nanny. Susan. Susan Moore.
You're the nanny.
First, I'm not the mother. Now I can't be the nanny. Gee, and to think I used to be somebody.
I don't know who you are.
Exactly.
Okay, look, all I know is that I'm in charge of the baby, okay? And Molly didn't tell me anything about a nanny.
Well, Miss Molly didn't tell me anything about some oily, sullen teenage boy loitering around her bedroom waiting for a little over-the-clothes action.
That's not what was happening.
You know what I'm thinking? Perhaps I should call Molly's mother and inform her that hormones are running rampant in her very own home.
No, you don't. You don't have to call Molly's mom. It's
Really?
okay.
You think so? Why not? Let's see. Perhaps it's because... Yes, something more nefarious is going on here. Perhaps you've broken in. Perhaps you're trying to take our precious Danny away from us. And perhaps I should, well, instead of calling Molly's mother, I should just call the police instead.
Hey, look, lady, I haven't done anything to Rafe.
You're a liar! Oh, you have him buried or hidden away somewhere, don't you?
I don't have him at all. But you know what? I do believe he's in danger, and I think Anna and her people will find him a hell of a lot faster if you and I work together to help track him down.
No, that is not a good idea. These two need to stay as far away from each other as possible, and do not speak to anyone that is not me.
Neither of you in any position to contribute to an investigation, neither of you.
Because I ain't going anywhere until she believes that I am who I say I am.
Fat chance.
You're wrong, and I can prove it. I'm not Caleb. But I believe you. Caleb exists. And the only way that we're going to stop him and save Rafe is if you and I work together, whether you like it or not.
Professor Moser?
So tenacious.
Professor Moser, please. If you're in there, I really need to speak with you. It's very important, please.
That's right. That's right. Come to me. I'll come to you.
Excuse me, can I help you? Yeah, I was just trying to reach Professor Moser. I am his TA, Jennifer. Can I help you? No, it's a private matter. These are his office hours, so he should be in there. Well, I tried knocking. There's no answer. Did you knock loudly? I did, actually. He's been known to conk out in there, even when he's expecting students. I'll open up and we'll see. Thank you. Professor Moser?
Oh, what'll it be, kid? Shall I call the police and tell them we still have an intruder here holding the baby in his arms?
Maybe we can just call Molly up here and settle this whole thing. Okay, she should be up any second.
Really? All right, let's. Oh, it seems that Molly's talking to her sister downstairs. I've got an idea. Perhaps we can call them both up here and they can vouch for me. Or, I'm afraid I might have been right. You're not supposed to be here. Are you gonna let me have the baby? Or I'm calling the police. Have it your way.
Don't.
Don't what?
Don't call the cops, please.
Do we have an understanding? Good. Hey, precious. How are you? My good boy. Yes. Did you miss me? Because I sure did miss you.
John, I trust you. I really do.
What?
Until Lucy improves her mental condition, I'm a little concerned that this...
You know, I can hear you. I heard my name.
That's because I'm talking about you, Lucy. Now zip it.
Hey, you know what? I don't mean to seem ungrateful or indelicate, but don't you think this is sort of a conflict of interest in this matter?
I certainly hope not.
What does that mean?
What that means is that despite your one-woman rampage, I have compassion for you, Lucy, and I believe that you deserve the kind of diligent legal representation that only someone like Alexis can give you. So just please do us all a favor and stop talking about conflict of interest. No, you know what? Just stop talking altogether. Let her do her job.
Any interaction between you and Lucy is bound to end badly.
Look, I'm more worried about the kid than I am about myself. You know, I saw that surveillance footage of the cells. Some guy looks a hell of a lot like me. He walks into lockup. He gets an officer to walk Rafe out of his cell. Then all three of them walk right out of the station. Now, that cop is dead. And Rafe's in a hell of a lot of trouble. And so is anyone who thinks this guy is me. Believe it or not, I think Lucy could be the key to stopping him. I just haven't figured out how.
Okay. I'll try to slow down the arraignment. How I'm going to explain that to a judge, I have no idea.
No, you're smart. You'll think of something.
And I'll try to justify your faith in me, but you do me a favor. You're asking me to buy you time? Make it worth it.
Oh my God. Professor. Is he... I'm sorry, he's dead.
Does he always keep his window open like this in the winter?
I don't know. I don't think so. Can you tell what happened?
Let's see. Oh.
Oh my God. What are those? Are they... They look like bite marks.
I don't know. But the police will know, and I'm going to call them right now. Hi. Yeah, this is Sam Morgan. Can you get Anna Devane for me, please?
So, as it turns out, Detective McBain is in no hurry to leave custody. In fact, he would like to stay and cooperate with the investigation.
The question is, will you?
Oh, you want me to help him? Well, I think it would help your case if you aid the police, yes.
Yes, and I'll guarantee your safety.
Oh, that's a good one.
You'll guarantee my safety just like you did for Rafe? You couldn't even keep him safe in a cell.
He wasn't a vampire slayer, and you are.
Oh, right. I know you're patronizing me, but you are right.
All right, Lucy. I need you to turn around and look at me and focus and really listen to what I'm saying to you.
I am listening. I'm a slayer, not a child.
Your escape has guaranteed you a long stay at Pentonville and a permanent one at Ferncliff. The only shot at mitigating this mess you've made is by helping the police.
Okie dokie. I will help you. I will help you destroy Caleb.
Fine. Okay, first you need to help us find Rafe. You may be able to get a clue from him. In fact, I think you may be the only one who can do it.
I have a situation. I gotta go. Yeah.
No, what is it?
I just heard from Sam. She went over to the university to visit Professor Moser.
Yeah, that's my alibi.
He's been murdered.
You don't need to worry. Dusky here's top flight. You'll be safe in here.
I'd feel a whole lot safer if his gun was loaded with silver bullets.
Doesn't that only work on werewolves?
Care to find out?
Not really. You know, you seem to know a lot about all this, Lucy. Maybe you know something about Caleb's ring.
What about it?
Rafe said he was wearing it when he killed his mother. Said it had kind of a strange crest on it.
It has a bat.
So you do know it?
I know it as much as you know it.
No, not really. That's why I was going to see Professor Moser. You know, I was hoping he could shed some light on the ring and on Caleb.
Oh, but the poor professor. He could vouch for your whereabouts when Rafe disappeared, and now he's dead, killed.
Yeah, he was killed while I was in lockup, unable to hurt anybody. I mean, do you still think I'm Caleb? I mean, really? Or do you think maybe, just maybe, there's another guy out there and he's trying to frame me?
Where's the body? How is it that you were here?
I came here about a half hour ago. Sorry. And I knocked on the door and there was no answer. And then his TA, that's the woman who's in the hall there, she let me in, and this is how we found him.
And you didn't move or touch anything else?
No, of course. Why? Just his wrist for his pulse. But Anna, to me, it looks like he's been bitten.
Yes, by a vampire?
No. It's more likely these. Can you bag these for me? So you saw no one?
No.
And why were you here in the first place?
John McBain. Yeah, this was his alibi. Professor Moser was. I was just trying to help him.
And now he's dead. Convenient for McBain that the professor can't contradict him.
Well, no. It looks like the professor was killed maybe within the last hour. McBain was in lockup, so he couldn't have possibly done this.
Then who did?
We can't afford to wait for Quint any longer. Cops are all over the place. We're gonna have to figure out another way to get out of town.
Going somewhere? Hey, look. Lucy, I don't know why I look so much like this, Caleb, and I can't explain why you and Allison think that Sam Morgan is actually this person, Livy.
That's because you are. Both of you are. You are Caleb Morley, and she is Livy Locke. And somehow, you've managed to mesmerize everybody to forget about that.
I mesmerized the whole town of Port Charles.
Mm-hmm. Well within your powers.
And the town of Llanview, Pennsylvania. And a little-known organization called the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Those close-minded rubes, you know, they just never quite take the threat of vampires very seriously.
Hey, Lucy. You know, if I'm so powerful, huh, and able to hypnotize people, what am I doing sitting in here? Huh? Shouldn't I be out there on some kind of rampage?
Maybe, just maybe, you're buying yourself time for your big master plan.
Buying time for what? Huh? Wait, I mean, if I have all this power, why don't I just mesmerize Anna into letting me out of here? Just letting me go. I mean, for that matter, what did I do getting caught in the first place, right? This sounds like the worst plan ever.
Oh, I just think it's a game. I think you like playing these games because you've lived for centuries this undeserving life, and now you're jaded. You like to play games with the living, torment them to think they can win, or maybe they can outrun you, but this is all just a cruel, cruel game, and cruelty is your main event.
What game could I be playing in lockup? What do I have to gain being stuck in here, trying to convince you, trying to win you over, when all the people that you say Caleb is after are all out there?
Well, we meet again, Detective.
How did you come by that baby?
He's mine, that's how.
No, he isn't. I know that boy.
Well, of course you do. He's the baby that you and Commissioner Slim tried to take away from me once before.
Well, that's because he doesn't belong with you.
He most certainly does.
No! He belongs with his mother.
Daniels, he's my baby, and I won't let you or anybody else take him away from me again.
Really?
I left Danny alone just for a minute to get something to eat, and then when I came back, Heather, she had taken him, and I don't even know how she knew he was here.
All right, Molly, call the police. I'm calling Sam.
Thanks, guys.
So what does this mean for John?
Well, he's not responsible for this homicide, but it doesn't clear him of anything else.
No, but John said he was with Moses when Rafe escaped and Carlson was killed.
I know, but now Moses is dead.
Okay, John was in lockup.
Yeah, but this is PCPD surveillance footage depicting a man, the image of John, like helping Rafe out of the cell. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, well, I think the best person to ask would be Rafe. I mean, maybe he knows what happened with Moser, or maybe he is what happened with Moser.
Maybe.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Hey, Mom, what's going on?
Sam, I have to tell you something. It's about Danny.
Thank you for the baby. You've made it so much simpler for me to convince his mother to come with me now.
You're killing me.
Yeah, that's the idea. Say, little man, did you enjoy the show? Oh, you want to get out of here? Well, then away we go.
Hey. You are not going anywhere with that kid. Give me the baby, John.
I've already become rather fond of him, too fond to give him up. But I assure you no harm will come to this boy.
Hasn't Sam been through enough?
Sam, I still haven't gotten used to that.
Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm thrilled that you're a crackhead or you're hooked on angel dust or whatever the hell is going on with you. But seriously, dude? You had to throw her in the drink?
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, I saw that. You, of all people. You could have killed her. How could you do something like that?
It was surprisingly easy.
There you have it, I guess. Been right all along. Ladies and gentlemen, the real John McBain.
I don't know what you have to gain by staying cooped up in here.
Not a damn thing. But you know who gains a lot by keeping us both in here? Caleb. So if you're telling the truth about him...
I am.
Okay. And I'm telling the truth about me. Then this has worked out exactly as Caleb had it planned. And he showed up on that surveillance footage, so I'd be taken into custody. No one's looking for him. He's free to do whatever he wants, go after whoever he wants.
How do I know you're not casting a glamorous spell, just trying to confuse me?
To what end? If I'm Caleb, I don't need you for anything. Think about it, Lucy. Well, we're wasting time in air. There are people out there in real danger.
People like Rafe and Livy.
There's a psycho downstate.
I am not going to. Just the second time she's tried to take my kid.
I have detectives and CSU going over to your mother's house. We can meet her there. Okay? Yes? Wait. Oh, stop. Where? Any mention of a baby? So when was this? Okay, we could still catch her. I want all available units dispatched over to Pier 52. Just a minute. Todd and Heather were seen trying to get a boat out of the country. Okay? Right. So contact the Coast Guard. Nothing leaves the harbor.
So you saw what I was capable of, and you still confronted me.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Hey, wait a minute, aren't you one of the ones that they're looking for? Aren't you supposed to be on the run? A word of advice, buddy. Keep running.
Give me the kid, then I'll run away.
Don't play the fool.
Too late for that. Look, I've already seen that kid separated from his mother once. I'm not going to let that happen again. Give me the kid.
Last chance. Keep walking.
No, your last chance. You give me the kid, I'll give it back to his mother.
You let me take care of his mother, all right? Now, bye-bye.
John, we both know I can't let you leave here with Sam's baby.
Kindly release your grip on the baby buggy.
Or what?
Well, you'll no longer have hands to grip with.
I'll take my chances.
Okay, as you want 'em. So tell me about Caleb. Tell me where he'd go. Tell me who he's after.
He's at... You are after Rafe. You want Rafe and Livy. Always Livy.
I don't know any Livy. I know Sam. That's because I'm John McBain.
Why should I trust you?
Because I'm trusting you. I'm listening to you. I'm not dismissing you, Lucy, like everybody else. I believe you. You know why I'm doing that? Because time's running out. In case you haven't noticed, this guy, Caleb, he's doing all the winning. So what do you say? We join forces before he claims his next victim.
Friends are here, John. I can't wait to tell them what their favorite detective did to Heather Weber. So what's it gonna be? Let's get you out of here.
Danny!
Don't move, Manning. Slow. Just Sam.
Listen.
Just put your hands in the air. Shut up.
It's not what it looks like.
Molly, did you actually see Heather take the baby?
No, not in person, but...
You didn't actually see her take the baby?
No,
Then how do you know it was Heather that
I
took
just
the
do,
baby?
okay? You have...
Okay. I don't want you to get in trouble for covering for me. Look, Molly had nothing to do with this, okay? It was all my fault. This Heather woman just took Danny from me.
Who is this boy and why is he in my house? Oh, I see. You didn't have a boyfriend in your room. You had an accused murderer.
Hey. So Lucy Coe's back in her cell.
Any of what I say get through to her? I mean, do you still think I'm this Caleb?
You know, it makes sense she's having trouble with this. It's hard making someone believe you're two different people.
It's not what it looks like.
You know what it looks like. What the hell's going on here? What's going on? Todd tried to steal my kid for the second time.
Steal anybody? I was trying to save your kid.
Well, from who? From Heather?
No, from John McBain.
Like me to believe that John McBain tried to kidnap Danny?
Carly, why would I make something like that up?
Because you would lie about anything, and I can't believe I fell for it again.
I swear to you on anything but my daughter's life that John McBain was here.
It's okay, Danny. Mommy's here. You've had a strange day, haven't you?
What exactly are you saying, Manning? That McBain was trying to take Sam's
What
baby?
I'm saying is that McBain throttled Heather and then threw her in the water, and then he tried to take Sam's baby.
You're not doing yourself any favors.
Tell me about it. I'd be halfway to Canada right now. McBain hadn't tried to take the kid out from right under my nose.
So you're telling us that you were rescuing Danny?
Sam already lost your kid once because of me. It'd be bad karma to let something like that happen again, don't you think?
And you what? You fought McBain for the baby?
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't know this about me, but I did play college football.
Where is John?
I don't know.
I do. He's at the police station.
You don't really believe I'm a vampire, do you?
No, I don't think you're a vampire, John.
Just a serial killer who thinks he's a vampire. That's so much better.
You know, man, I don't know what to believe. Okay, we have this eyewitness nurse at GH, Sabrina Santiago. She implicated you in Carlson's murder. We have surveillance footage that definitely doesn't lie. Has you in the evidence room, escorting Rafe Kovich out of his cell. This kid, Rafe, won't stop telling anyone who will listen to him that you're the one who killed his mother.
No, Dante, he saw someone who looks like me.
What, you got a twin that you didn't mention?
All I know is this guy goes by the name of Caleb. And until you believe that and you start searching for him, none of this is going to get cleared up.
We got to find this kid, Rafe Kovich, and talk to him and find out what happened with Carlson.
Yeah, just hope the kid's all right.
Well, why wouldn't he be?
Rafe told me that he and his mom were on the run from someone. He didn't have the details. He doesn't know why his mom was so afraid of this person.
But you know why.
The kid's the key to the whole mystery.
Look, none of this is Molly's fault, okay? I showed up and begged her to help me. She didn't have any other choice.
Well, that's not exactly
No,
true.
I told her I had nowhere else to go, okay? She'd already helped me once, so I took advantage and begged her into letting me stay here.
And then you let him babysit?
I never hurt Danny. Okay, he's an amazing kid. I was just supposed to watch him for a couple minutes, and then that woman showed up. She told me she was his nanny, and I had no clue that she was trying to kidnap him.
All right, well, I have no doubt that Heather lied to you, and I'm hoping the police will take that into consideration.
Mom, no, you can't turn Rafe into the cops.
Yes, I can, my darling. And I'm going to because I'm an officer of the court and I have that obligation. You should have thought about that before you let an accused criminal into your bedroom. Sam?
Mom. Hi, we found Danny. He's fine.
Oh, well, is he okay?
Yeah, he's perfect.
All right, so what happened? Where's Heather?
We'll talk about this when I get home. I want to get him home.
All right. Well, you do what you need to do. Honey, I'm glad everything's okay, and thank you for calling.
Okay. Talk to you soon.
John McBain cannot be at the police station because he was just right here.
And yet, he's nowhere to be found.
He was right here. We were struggling over the baby stroller. We heard sirens. We looked to see if you knuckleheads were showing up, and when I turned back, he was gone.
Which is why when we arrived, there was just you and the baby.
Yeah. Is that so hard to understand?
No, it's not hard to understand. Todd Manning, you're under arrest for attempted kidnapping. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used in a court of law.
I think you would have memorized that by now.
You too. You have the right to an attorney, and for that attorney to be present during questioning, if you desire. And if you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you at no charge.
I have lied to you. I have lied to everyone my whole life. You told me if I were honest with you, that you would have stood by me. I'm being honest with you now. I was not trying to steal that baby. I was trying to save that baby. So help me. That's the truth.
Do you understand your rights?
Yeah, I get it.
Go.
Assuming everyone's telling the truth, this Caleb has now killed Allison Barrington, Bud Carlson, and since Professor Moser was my alibi, he's killed him too.
Do you know how ridiculous this theory is? You know how much evidence is against you right now?
Forget the evidence.
Okay.
You're my partner, man. You know me.
I do. How long have I known you?
You tell me. Huh? How long did I know you when Ronnie Domestico framed you for beating all those women, huh? When all the evidence pointed to you as a dirty cop, I still joined up with you to help you find your wife. Look, Dante, I'm not asking you to believe me. I'm just asking you to give me the same chance. And I can do a hell of a lot more good out there than I can in here. You gotta let me go, man.
Hold out here. I don't want you getting chilled.
I don't get it. I don't get why Todd would go anywhere near Danny again, or why he would make up this crazy story about John McBain.
You know, I'm not sure how crazy it is.
You realize what you're asking me to do here, John?
I'm not asking you to walk me to my car. Just make yourself busy and look the other way. What? You want this guy caught, don't you? It's time to pick a side, Dante. Do you believe me or not?
Let's go.
Well, for the first time in my life, somebody's gonna have to believe me.
Believe you about what?
I saw you, John. I saw you kill Heather, and I saw you try and take that baby.
Client for you. Never let it be said I didn't have time for a potential client. Who's the felon? Him.
What the hell are you talking about, Manning?
You know what? That's what I would like to know. Let's hear your story from the top, please. Let's get Kevin booked in.
It's not a story. I showed up at Pier 52 expecting a boat that would take me to a country with no extradition, but what I saw was Detective McBain with his hand around Heather Weber's throat. And before I could react, he tossed Heather into the water, and Heather never resurfaced.
He threw her in one-handed?
Well, yeah. You're a lot stronger than I gave you credit for.
Well, what happened next?
Well, you know what happened next.
No.
We struggled over the stroller, and then you said some incomprehensible garbage about keeping the kid, and I don't know, then the cops showed up, and you just disappeared.
What about Danny? Is Danny okay?
Yes, Danny is okay, because I saved him from you.
I've been here the whole time. I've been here the whole time. You got a station full of cops, and you got video surveillance to prove it, all right? Do you believe me now? There's someone else out there you need to be looking for.
John was arrested last night. He was accused of killing a woman named Allison Barrington and a cop named Carlson.
Wow. Well, do you think he's innocent?
Yeah, of course I think he's innocent. He's not capable of murder.
Well, the police must have a reason to think he did
It's a
this.
simple case of mistaken identity. Obviously, it's someone who looks exactly like him.
Someone who looks exactly like him.
Yeah.
Okay, well, does John have any idea about this person that looks exactly like
nothing
him?
that he can prove, but Todd's theory backs up what John says.
I'd like to believe Todd. But it doesn't matter, because whatever happens to Todd has nothing to do with me.
You say, big guy. I think you and I are gonna have a really nice Valentine's Day with ourselves. Yeah, I should probably get you home. John. Oh, you scared me.
I want to participate in helping the greater good. My plate's a little full right now. Do you want to know who his mother was? Who? Allison Barrington. Of the mainline Barringtons? Amanda Barrington was her grandmother, so you know there's a trust fund or 2 or 10. And whenever there's a trust fund, I always think to call you. Well, my ability to sniff out a retainer notwithstanding, why is it so important to you that this young man has representation? It's important to my daughter.
I'd believe this story if it was anyone other than Manning telling it.
Of course.
There you go.
So, look, we have no evidence to support this.
Well, why don't you drag the harbor, okay? And then when you see that Heather's got a snap neck, you'll know that I'm telling you the truth.
We have an APB out on Heather, and the Coast Guard's been alerted, so...
Well, I don't think the Coast Guard is going to help you at all. It's not like the guy took off on a boat.
Well, then how did he get away?
Well, that's the weird part. And by that, I mean that's the really weird part. You just kind of vanished.
John, what are you doing here?
Good news, the cops let me out.
That is good news. What happened?
Oh, I guess they saw the error of their ways. I heard that Manning tried to take off with the baby.
Yeah, he did try, all right, but Anna arrested him, and Danny and I are gonna go get home now.
I was wondering if maybe I could take a look at Danny. You know, he's had a busy night. I want to make sure he's all right.
You need to stay away from me. I know who you really are. Caleb.
I do not know what to make of any of this. Oh, my God.
For once, Manning is in line.
You think?
Which means there's somebody out there who looks like me who's doing these things. You know, according to Lucy, this Caleb.
Oh, Lucy, that bastion of sanity.
Let's say she's right. I mean, not about the vampires. There's a murderer. There's a serial killer named Caleb. And he's fixated on two people. Rafe Kovich and a woman named Livy, who happens to look a lot like Sam. If that was Caleb that Manning saw out there, and he was trying to steal Sam's baby, he's gonna do it again, Anna. Right now, Sam and Danny are in a world of danger, and you've got to let me out of here to go help them. Of course, you recognize me. We've known each other for centuries.
You're crazy. I don't know who you are.
I'm not crazy. We've met before and we meet again. Always circling back to find each other. And always this moment when I see you and I know you. You know me.
If I give you my blanket, do you think you could get your teeth to stop chattering? Because it's really interfering with me getting in touch with my unlimited potential.
I don't want your blanket. I don't want anything from you.
Okay, look, I don't like bunking with you any more than you like bunking with me, but I think we're missing the point here. I think we're missing the giant ray of sunshine in all of this. At least we're safe from that guy. So what's it like to be a hero? You. Talking to you. What's that like? You were right about him from the get-go, huh? I read about it in my paper. I used to own a newspaper. First time you laid eyes on him, he was trying to murder your mother.
Well, that's nice, Manning.
It's true, right? Right? It's true. And then you saw him kill his brother in law enforcement, Officer Charleston.
Carlson.
Didn't hesitate, right? Just pulled out this weird weapon, and innocent father of three just kind of sliced him up into tiny little pieces of cop. Enough for who? For you?
You don't need to make the kid relive it.
Well, he wouldn't have had to live it at all if you hadn't gone on a killing spree. Don't worry, kid. I got you back.
How?
How? I saw him kill someone, too. And she was a mother. Just like yours. It's really too bad Lucy Coe's aim was off. I mean, when I first met Lucy, I thought she was nuts. And it turns out she was, utterly. But she was right about that guy.
Did you just say Lucy Coe?
Yeah. She tried to stake our friend here right through the heart. And if she had succeeded, she would have saved a lot of lives, including Heather. Don't get me wrong. The world is a better place without Heather, but she was a person. I mean, she was a frail, middle-aged person who didn't know herself very well, but she was a person.
Frail? I mean, I thought she was pretty sturdy.
How do you know Heather?
She tricked me into giving Molly's nephew to her. It's my fault she got her hands on that baby.
Yeah, don't feel bad. She can be very persuasive. She's got, like, Jedi mind skills.
Unbelievable you try to twist this to your advantage.
Heather Weber was a saint.
A saint who kidnapped a baby?
Oh, yeah, she was stark raving mad, but she was a human being who liked 50 hues of blue and BLTs and babies and a whole bunch of other things that probably started with the letter B. And here we are, locked up next to her killer, like we're the same brand of bad. Let me tell you something. I was trying to save that baby. He was trying to steal a baby. So, just saying. I think we can help each other.
I don't know who this guy is or what he's done.
Nothing. Well, nothing lately.
But I know you. Hey, you killed my mother.
Oh, snap.
Then came back to me, swore you didn't. Took me out of my cell with some lame excuse about wanting to go back to the scene to walk through what happened. Also, you could kill that other cop? I mean, why?
Why? Why indeed?
Why did you have to do it in front of me? What was it, a message that I was next or what?
I know, yo, right? When I saw him kill Heather, I was like, what? What is this guy capable of? I mean, am I next? Is he going to kill me next? You know, he might have if the cops hadn't shown up.
Look, I'm not the only witness anymore. Look, you can't intimidate me anymore, okay?
Go on, son.
So what's it gonna be? You finally gonna change your story?
No. It wasn't me. I didn't do any of those things.
Then who did?
His name is Caleb.
I expected better from you, McBain. You're gonna blame vampires for murders you committed?
I never said Caleb was a vampire. Just a guy that looks like me.
Even the hair?
It doesn't strike you as slightly impossible that while you supposedly saw me strangle Heather, that my presence is accounted for right here?
Yeah, by fellow officers.
It's got a point.
Yeah, I knew I liked you. I know that sentence is weird because we're in prison.
He doesn't have a point. None of these guys are covering for me.
Of course they are, McBain. Come on. I watch television. It's called The Blue Wall of Silence.
After I've been accused of killing a cop? Yeah, I don't think so. And you. Last time I saw you, you were in that cell. It was the day after your mother had been murdered, and we talked about Caleb and we talked about the ring. You remember that? You described it for me. And then I went to go find out more about it.
Yeah, from another guy who wound up dead.
I was at the university talking with a professor when the guy that looks like me.
He looks exactly like you?
Caleb took you out of the cell. It wasn't me, which means that guy's still out there, and other people are still in danger. You believe what you want. But this guy's out there. He's pretending to be a cop. He's got everyone believing he's me. And he's a murderer.
You're gonna try and skirt prison time by saying that there's two of you running around and that one of you is a vampire.
I'm not trying to skirt anything.
Okay, I've done horrible things. And I've come up with all kinds of excuses for the atrocious things that I've done, but even I haven't sliced and diced my way through an entire community.
Right. It's not me.
I don't know, McBain. If it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck.
Man, you and I don't like each other. That's no secret.
No, it's not.
But you know me.
Unfortunately.
It hasn't always been bad, has it?
No, it's been mostly bad.
Yeah, you're right. Except for that time you came back to Landview. And you didn't know anybody. And those guys trying to kill you, and besides drinking all of my beer, well, I think I had your back, didn't I?
Yeah. You had one moment of humanity. That doesn't excuse murder.
So I'm the serial killer. Why expose myself now? I'd never seen Allison Barrington before the day she walked into the police station. Bud Carlson was a co-worker. Professor Moser, a stranger. Heather Weber, just nuts. What did I have to gain by killing her and stealing Sam's baby?
Of course.
You honestly believe I killed 4 people in front of witnesses, one of whom is you?
I don't know. You're kind of a moody guy. Maybe that's because you're just not in touch with your dark side.
Like you're in touch with yours? You think my story's unbelievable? This guy Manny, he's got a twin brother named Victor who pretended to be Manning for like, I don't know, 8 or 9 years.
Not just that, he stole my entire life.
Made Manning mad. Real mad. So mad he killed old Vic.
Your own brother?
If you'd met him, you would have killed him too.
Yeah, you see, the point is, you've been where I've been. You know what it's like trying to convince people of something that sounds crazy, but you know it's true. Manny, you listening?
Yeah, I'm not deaf.
You sure?
Make you a deal. I'll believe your story if you believe mine. That's my offer. Take it or leave it.
You want me to believe your story?
Yeah, I know it's a stretch.
Yeah, I already do.
You do?
Yeah. I have no doubt you saw a man who looks like me on the pier. And I have no doubt you saw this man strangle Heather and take off with Danny.
But it wasn't you.
No, Rafe. It wasn't me. So what do you say we start at the beginning? And you tell me what happened between Caleb and Heather. Yeah, you.
Well, he threw crazy Heather into the harbor and then he tried to leave.
Well, you stopped him.
Well, I wasn't going to let him leave with that baby.
What went down before that? What happened between Caleb and Heather?
Look, I was focused on escaping, and then this whole thing, I mean, you're you, but it's not you. It was all very bizarre.
Right. Let's talk about Caleb and the baby. You know, why did he want the baby? It must have been pretty significant if he was willing to kill for it.
Yeah, and he would have killed me too if the cops hadn't come.
I'll make sure it's noted in the report, all right? Did he say anything to Heather before he killed her?
He was upset at her for taking something that did not belong to her.
We're talking about Danny.
I don't know. I mean, he said that now it would be easy for him to get the mother to come with him. I don't know. Whole thing's totally weird, but what the hell, right?
No, it's not at all. It all fits.
It fits.
Yeah. Rafe, did your mom ever mention a woman named Livy Locke?
Yeah, I think she said they used to be friends or something.
Okay, come on. Who's Livy Locke?
She's a woman who apparently resembles Sam as much as I resemble this Caleb.
Right, okay, so now there's two double people running around Port Charles.
When your mom was at the PCPD, she kept calling Sam Livy. And Lucy said that Caleb was obsessed with this Livy. It was the reason for everything he did.
Right, and nothing impresses a chick more than killing 4 people.
So if Caleb's after Livy, well, then Danny's just the bait. Caleb wants Sam.
I know.
Caleb is after Sam and nobody knows it.
I mean, there's got to be something we can do,
It doesn't
right?
make any sense.
Guard, you gotta let me out of here.
Caleb go after Sam. Wouldn't he go after Livy?
Guard!
They could have little doppelganger vampire babies
You said
together.
it yourself. He's gonna use the baby to make Sam go with them. Anna. Anna, I'm glad you're here. You gotta listen to me. What's going on?
We just wanted to make sure that you're where you're supposed to be.
Where could we go? There are bars. But it's cool. We've been talking about the finer points of criminal intent and the true nature of identity.
Yeah, we've been here this whole time.
Something happened.
Sam and Danny are gone.